Hello YouTube, so back again. My friend and I, we went on a call out yesterday for a female puff adder. I get call outs for snakes quite often because, well, the field I'm in, and it's a major part of conservation that I'm involved with, is snake relocation. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's filmed on my friend's cell phone, so it's not going to be as good quality as the other videos, but you'll be able to see me catch the snake, you can see us release it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. At the end of the video, I'm then going to just run you through some of the things I say in the video. I'm also going to run you through some of the misconceptions about these snakes. There's quite a few misconceptions, and I want to sort of explain why these snakes have a bad reputation. Some of it is valid, some of it's not, and just give you guys the facts about these beautiful animals. Hope you guys enjoy. See you now. Somebody can grab something by the tail, but just did anyway. And as easy as that. And that's a girl. It's got a little short tail.
Alex, you stay far away from that.
Nature's landmark. There we go. Have a good life, girl. So, back to the puff adder. Now, the puff adder, it belongs to a group of snakes known as vipers. Vipers include your rattlesnakes of America, your fer-de-lance and lanceheads of South America and Central America, your adders of Europe, and the Russell's viper of Asia. Vipers in its name, kind of a giveaway. But then also many of the sidewinders that everybody likes on National Geographic. You've probably all seen them. Those tend to be vipers. So, what makes a viper a viper? Now, this family of snakes is quite specialized. They have hinged fangs, which allows them to have very large fangs that sit on the roof of the mouth like so. Now, these fangs, when the snake bites something, they spring forward and go into the object like a flick knife. Then when the snake's done biting, it disengages its fangs. The fangs go back to the roof of the mouth, and then the snake closes its mouth, bites in, flicks the fangs back up, closes its mouth. So its fangs are like little switchblades. Other snakes, like the cobra's relatives and the coral snake, they have fixed fangs. And the taipans, they are a group of snakes known as elapids. They have small fixed fangs that don't move. So what makes vipers unique, they have these little hinged fangs, well, large hinged fangs. So vipers, because their fangs are hinged, they can have the largest fangs of any snake. The largest fangs of any snake is actually owned by the gaboon adder, which can be about 2 inches long. Puff adder's fangs are significantly smaller, usually about 1.5 centimeters long, but still very sizable. So puff adders and vipers tend to be ambush predators. There are some exceptions, but most of them ambush their prey and rely on camouflage in order to do so. So what vipers will do is they'll find a place where they can smell that prey is most likely going to be there, either by instinct or either they can actually smell the prey. Like, for example, a rodent's path that they use. It will lie on the side of the path and sit there as an ambush predator and wait for its prey to come to it. In order to do so, it relies on its camouflage. And then the prey will come by, and then the snake will strike, grab its prey, inject venom, release. The prey will run off, and then the snake will then follow it. That's the general rule. this general method of puff adders. There are some vipers that will bite and hold on, especially ones that eat birds, because bird can fly, so it won't necessarily let go, because then it will lose its prey item. So it depends on the snake's prey, but in general that's how vipers hunt. Vipers also rely largely on the camouflage for defense, but a puff adder, its primary defense is its camouflage, and they are extremely camouflaged. If you look at the video of me catching the puff adder, go back to when I'm releasing it and pause the video when the snake's lying on the ground, and the snake virtually disappears. And that's what puff adders are like. In the video you heard me refer to them as nature's landmine, which is a bit unfair. I'm going to explain to you why it's a bit unfair. So if you approach a puff adder, this is where they get a bad reputation. If you approach a puff adder, they often just lie dead still. And even if he's in the middle of the path, he'll lie dead still, and you'll hope that you haven't seen him. His instinct is, if I don't move, they won't see me. As soon as he moves, he gives away his camouflage, he gives away his position, so he lies dead still. Now, most of the time this works, people walk right past them, but sometimes it backfires, and people stand on the snake, and that's when it becomes nature's landmine. They are so camouflaged that quite a lot of people do stand on them. However, this is where it's actually unfair for me to call it nature's landmine. Majority of times puff adders get stepped on, they don't bite people. I actually know quite a lot of people that have stood on them and have not been bitten. I actually stood on one when I was younger, when I was a kid. I was wearing Wellington boots though, and the snake did bite, but it bit the gum boot, so it didn't go through the boot. But in general, vast majority of the times, they won't even bite you when you stand on them. So calling them nature's landmines is a bit unfair. They are often referred to as lazy snakes. They are not lazy. Very few animals survive being lazy. Snake is no exception. A puff adder is far from lazy. It just knows that if it lies dead still, that's its best bet.